dragged me to jail. But that's another story.
And the whole time to jail, what I tell you, you're better than this.
Yeah.
Stop acting like this.
He's never once down-talked me, but he also has been there to see what I went through. I mean, he's always been there. He knows the dynamic of my family, but he also knows he can talk everything and I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. But now here I am, almost 2 years clean, and I'm asking him, what can I do now? What can I do for you guys? Because I want to help somebody. I don't want people to go the way I went, and I thought high school was the biggest joke. I was never in class. I only came here to get high. And now that I started with weed, and I never thought I'd be addicted to crystal meth. Nobody ever thinks that. Nobody ever wants to be addicted to that. And it all starts with one drug.
And we have a lot of speakers come in. Every year we have at least 1 to 2 speakers come in. We bring the whole school together. And the speakers will tell you, drugs are bad, don't do this. This is someone who sat in this room. This is someone who attended this school. This isn't some stranger from another school district. This is someone
Mrs. Brown was
who
my
went
principal.
here.
She was still the principal when I was here. Still is now.
And every time she calls, and she calls all hours, 2 o'clock in the morning, Deputy Hart, I really screwed up. All right, what'd you do this time? It's cooking crystal meth. No, actually, I believe the conversation was they found a bunch of cooking utensils in my apartment. Okay, so you were cooking meth. Well, yes, you were cooking meth. What do I do? Throw your mercy at the court, tell them you have a problem, ask for help. It's never too late to ask for help. I always tell her, you got punishment coming. There's nothing I can do to prevent that.
No,
But the punishment is what you make it, and she's obviously, it took her a while to realize that. And now she's here, 2 years clean, blowing up my phone saying, how can I help? You gotta help me help someone. So I thought, what a perfect opportunity to bring her in so she can talk to you guys. So maybe you can learn from her mistakes. Because she's made every mistake you could possibly make.
Yep, everyone's looking.
She called me, I'm leaving, I'm going to Texas with them. I don't think that's a good idea, Xana. I'm going anyway. All right, don't lose my number.
Took me a dinner out before I went.
Took her to dinner out?
Chief.
Yep.
Well,
Anyone have any questions? Yes, Maddie?
Do you and Chiefs and like the RPC group still be in contact?
yeah. I mean, I talk to them. I don't contact them when I'm in trouble because I don't want to hear what they have to say. But, I mean, Chief is probably one of my biggest people in high school. I mean, one class I attended, and I made sure I was there 10 minutes before class, was ROTC. And that's probably because it had structure. So, that's a good class to be in, and it's great. It's like a little family. As much as everyone around the school is like, oh no, that class is stupid, it's a class you'll have the best fun in. You'll go to the SWAT team, you'll watch Deputy Hart shoot through a penny. But yeah, any other questions? Okay.
Did they know what you were doing?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys weren't blinded.
I knew from day one.
I'm sure Chief knew, because there was actually a time I went out with another ROTC member. And I did drugs before I went out with this ROTC member. And I did PCP. And do you remember that? Well, I ended up fighting 6 cops. And I don't remember much of it, but I did PCP before I went out with this one member. And it was her birthday, so we were just drinking a little bit. And next thing you know, I'm fighting with 6 Cuyahoga Falls police officers. And they shoot me with something like to...
Taser.
No, it was the halidone.
Oh,
They had the paramedics to halidone.
Yep.
To calm down, and next thing you know, I'm in a psych unit. So...
Other than the fact that your brother was on bath salts, why was he trying to kill you with the machete?
Bath salts, they make
what
you
was
act
he
crazy.
thinking? Yeah, like what was he thinking?
He thought we were after him, and he was just trying to, I don't know.
You hallucinate a lot about things.
Yeah, he thought a bunch of people were walking outside. He thought that I was trying to set him up to the cops. So, I don't know, I personally never really dabbled with bath salts, so I can't really tell you what he was in his mind.
That was also an interesting phone conversation at 1 o'clock in the morning. My brother's trying to kill me with a machete. Okay, where are you at? I'm in my bedroom. Okay. Barricade your door. Okay, I just moved my dresser in front of the door. All right. Hang up. I'm calling the police. Someone will be out there shortly. I called dispatch and you had 3 cops in a matter of 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. I think Deputy Hunt was one. But yeah, I don't know, bath salt, that's not a good drug, and I know that's going around too still. And it's just, it's like a fake crystal meth, I guess, basically. But who knows? Any other questions? Did you have a question?
I was gonna ask how many years apart are you and your brother?
How many years apart?
Yeah.
Good 6.
So is he older than you?
Yeah.
Have you ever went to the point that you and your brother did drugs together?
That's what started it. He started smoking weed with me. That's probably main what it was. That's where I got all my drugs. We started with weed together, and he hung out at Briarwood a lot, and that's where a lot of the other drugs came from. So, and to this day, my brother is not very, I don't know. We stay away from each other. I let him see my son, and that's about it.
Tell them the story about your, Neville,
About what?
your son, your first child.
Oh, my first child?
Yeah.
Why she died? Yeah.
What's that?
Tell her, like,
Mhm.
I think I touched on it. My first child, I was 16, and didn't realize I was pregnant. Came back from our ROTC camp, came to realization I was 9 months pregnant. I almost died having her, actually. I had to have an emergency C-section. I think my organs went to failure. And I went to complete organ failure. And I'm guessing it has to do with the drugs and the issues I put on my organs and my body. And I got out, and then when I got out of surgery, I had my daughter. She was 3 pounds, and she had a brain stem and not a brain. She had just fluid in her head. And there was nothing the doctors could do for her. And they sent me on my way. Deputy Hart came up to the hospital. Wouldn't hold her. She's too small. Would not, he just looked at her. Hospital couldn't do nothing for her. Doctors couldn't do nothing for her. They sent me back to my mom's house, and my daughter died at my mom's house.
Was she addicted to what you were on?
She wasn't addicted. They actually say that it was either the drugs I was doing or my ex hitting me the way he hit me. It did some kind of trauma to the vessels that were forming in her head, and she got a blood clot. But they per se can't say what it was. But all they know is that a blood clot formed in her head, and it blocked off the growth of her brain. So, and then either way, if it was either directly from drugs or indirectly, if I wasn't doing drugs, it would have been a different outcome. And basically just of it. And after that it was all bad. I mean, like, and it was hard because literally, like, she died at my mom's house, and we had to watch her, and, you know, it's my selfish reasons of not being in reality to know I was pregnant or getting the correct prenatal help or anything like that.
How's your life now afterwards?
I love life. I'm happy. I have a 1-year-old son now. I got money in my pocket, for once. I have a house to call a home, and I got a family. I mean, there's nothing. I wish I would have got clean years ago. I mean, I'm doing stuff like this now. A couple years ago, I couldn't even walk into this high school without being ashamed. But now there's no more shame. It's just going on. I did what I did, and hopefully I could just help somebody now. Because, I mean, we all are aware there's drug use going on in schools. There's drinking. You guys, I know when I was in high school, we were drinking every weekend. well, stuff leads to stuff. You don't do stuff, like if you're drinking and somebody offers you drugs, if you're sober, you probably would say no. But if you're drinking and life at the party, you might do it. And that one time could ruin your life. There's people that I went to high school with that I see that are strung out on heroin. And there's no way they're gonna clean.
My best friend's aunt died last year around Christmas because she used to be like addicted to heroin, and I guess she was doped up one day, took some pills with alcohol, and then OD'd.
There's
So
something
she
you can't mix.
she died in her bed,
And most of the people that overdose, they don't wake up and be like, hey, I'm gonna go overdose today. They don't. It's people that get clean and then all of a sudden they relapse and they think they can do the same amount and they can't handle it. And it could just be, you think you're doing one thing, but you're not. You don't know what these drug dealers are giving you. They don't care about you. They don't care if you go home. They don't care if your mom has to bury you. They just want their money. And they might seem like friends, and that's how they work. They give you some things for free because they know you're going to come back. Because what they gave you for free has something that's addictive in it. And
Is helping people a part of your main career now?
what?
Is helping people a part of your career now?
No, it's not like a main career. It's something I like to do. I mean, if I had somebody, like if I was in your shoes, and maybe if I had somebody that actually went to the high school or, actually lived it, maybe it would have changed one or two choices I made in high school. I mean, that's all I'm hoping to do here. I mean, in high school, nobody knew, well, definitely hard to, but I felt like nobody knew what I was going through or anything. And if someone could know or help me, maybe my life would be a little bit different. I can't get a job right now because of my choices. Because nobody wants to hire an ex-meth cook. Nobody wants that in their business. They can't trust you. I have 3 felonies, all meth related, meth manufacturing. I have a carrying a concealed weapon charge. And those can never leave my background. I can't go to the courts and be like, hey, can I go do these classes and maybe you get rid of these felonies? No. Someone's always going to be able to look at my record and see that. And that has hurt me. I used to be a manager at Walmart 2 years. As soon as I caught these cases, they fired me, and I've never been able to pass a background check for a job. Any more questions?
So everyone understands that the choices we make now in high school have lasting effects.